There is a reason God brought this person into your life, far beyond coincidence, far beyond chance. When heaven moves, it does so with purpose, and every connection tied to your heart carries divine weight. God matched you with this person because your souls carry pieces of the same melody. Where your spirit needed healing, theirs carried the balm. Where their hearts sought guidance, your presence became the light. This bond was not born from randomness but from the wisdom of eternity. Sometimes God sends people to challenge us, to grow us, and to stretch the capacity of our hearts. But other times, He sends someone who feels like home, someone whose presence softens the storms, who teaches you what patience, grace, and unconditional love truly mean. You are not matched to this person just to share days and years, but to share growth, lessons, laughter, and even tears. They are the mirror God chose for you, reflecting both your strengths and the places where love could still deepen. The reason is simple yet profound. God wants you to remember that you are never walking this path alone. Through this person, He whispers His love, reminding you that you are seen, valued, and destined for something greater than yourself. This match is not an accident. It is a divine embrace in human form, a reminder that love in all its beauty is God's greatest language. And when you look at them and feel your heart melt, know that it is heaven saying, "This is my gift to you. Child of light, I speak to you now with the voice of heaven, with the love of eternity flowing through every word. You have been asking, deep in your heart, why God chose this person for you, why your path met theirs, why your soul feels tied to them in ways you cannot explain, and I tell you now. It is not by accident, it is not random, it is not coincidence, it is divine design. Every connection in your life carries meaning. But this one carries something sacred. This one carries the fingerprints of God. This person was written into your story before you were born. Their presence is a living answer to prayers you prayed with tears. Their love is the response to cries you thought no one heard. But heaven heard. God watched you in your lonely nights. He saw you break when people walked away. He knew the weight of disappointment you carried silently. And because He loved you, He prepared someone who would carry light into your heart. This person is not just a companion, they are a mirror of your soul. They hold pieces of you that were scattered by pain. They hold patience where you had only known hurry. They hold gentleness where you had only known hardness. They hold understanding where others only judged. God matched you with them so you could remember what it feels like to be seen without conditions. So you could feel what it means to be chosen without hesitation. So you could rest without fear of being abandoned. Their love is not perfect, because no human love is, but their love is shaped by divine purpose. And the purpose is not only to bring you joy, that is also to heal what was once broken. That it is to remind you that you are not too much, and you are not too little. It is to show you that you are worthy of care, worthy of kindness, worthy of love that stays. The reason your heart melts when they look at you is because your soul recognizes the echo of eternity in them. the way they speak to you, the way they choose you, the way they stand by you. These are not small things. These are glimpses of God's love for you. Wrapped in human form, that is why it feels different. That is why it feels safe. That is why it feels like home. You must understand. Child, God does not waste anything. He does not waste time. He does not waste tears. And He does not waste love. Every trial you walked through was shaping you for this bond. Every goodbye prepared you for this hello. Every broken piece made space for someone who would help you put the pieces back together. This person was not sent to complete you, for you are already whole in the eyes of God, but they were sent to walk with you, to hold you steady, to remind you of your strength when you forget. They are the one God trusted with your heart, because He knew they would handle it with care. He matched you because your journeys align in ways you may not fully see yet, because the story you are writing together will not just bless you, but it will bless others. The love between you will ripple beyond your home, beyond your circle, into places you cannot imagine. This is why you were chosen for each other, not only to love, but to grow, not only to share happiness, but to discover purpose, not only to walk hand in hand, but to walk closer to God. And the angels rejoice when they see two souls walk in alignment with heaven's plan. So do not doubt the reason. Do not question if it is real. It is as real as the breath in your lungs. It is as real as the sunrise after the darkest night. This person is a gift that reflects the heart of the giver. And when you hold them close, remember that you are holding a piece of heaven's promise. Remember that God loved you so much. He placed this person in your path, not too early. Not too late. But in the perfect time. This is the reason your soul whispers thank you when you see them smile. This is the reason your heart beats differently when they are near. This is the reason your spirit rests in their presence, because God matched you, and what He joins, He blesses. This is only the beginning, child. There is more I must reveal to you. But for now, let this truth rest in your heart. You were chosen for each other by the one who makes no mistakes. And the reason will melt your heart again and again as your journey unfolds. Child of heaven, open your heart wider now, for I will take you deeper into this mystery. The reason God matched you with this person is not simple, but every part of it is beautiful. You must know that long before your eyes saw them, heaven saw you together. Your lives were moving on separate paths, but every step was guided so that one day those paths would meet. Some days you felt lost, some days they felt alone. Both of you questioned if love was meant for you at all, but the waiting was not wasted. The silence was not empty. It was preparation. God was shaping you. He was shaping them. He was making sure that when you finally met, you would both be ready to carry what He was giving. That is why timing is sacred. That is why it could not have happened sooner, nor could it have been delayed. It was written in divine order. This is why when your souls met, it felt like recognition, not introduction. Like remembering Not learning. Like home, not a stranger, because on a soul level, you already knew each other. You were created to walk side by side. The beauty of this match is not only in how they make you feel. It is also in how they draw up parts of you that had been sleeping. They awaken your laughter. They awaken your courage. They awaken your tenderness. They call forth the best version of you. Not by force. Not by demand. But simply by being who they are. This is one of the greatest gifts of divine love. It awakens what was buried. It shines light into places you once thought would stay in shadow. It makes you alive in ways you did not think possible. And do you see, child, that this was God's intention all along? To bring someone into your life who would not let your light go dim, would not let your heart stay silent, who would not let your soul forget its worth. This person is more than a partner. They are a reminder of who you truly are. When they look at you, they see not only what you show, but what you hide. And still, they stay. Still, they choose you. Still, they love you. This is why your heart feels safe, because safety is the language of divine love. And when God matches two souls, safety becomes their foundation. Think of the times they comforted you when words failed. Think of the moments they stood near when storms raged inside you. Think of the way their presence softened your fear. These are not small things. These are signs of divine orchestration. And the angels watch with joy. For every act of love between you becomes a song in heaven. The reason God matched you is also for healing. There were wounds you carried for so long. You thought they were permanent, but with them, healing began quietly, with their love. The scars no longer felt heavy. With their touch, the memories no longer burned the same way. With their laughter, the grief became softer. This is the way God heals, through people, through love, through gentle reminders that you are whole again. And child, do not forget this. Just as they are healing you, you are healing them. You carry a light they needed. You carry a love they longed for. You carry words and silences that calm their storms. The exchange is holy. The bond is sacred. This is not ordinary love. This is heaven's love reflected through human hearts. And it will continue to grow. For divine love is not stagnant. It does not wither with time. It deepens. It strengthens. It expands. It reaches beyond two people into the lives of everyone they touch. This is part of why you were matched. So that together, your love would be a beacon. So that others could look at you and see what is possible when God writes the story. Every smile shared, every hand held, every promise kept. These are seeds being planted. Seeds that will bloom in ways you may not yet see, but heaven sees. And heaven rejoices. So when you ask, why me? Why them? Why now? The answer is simple and yet so vast. Because God loves you. Because God trusts you. Because God wants His love to be seen through the two of you. That is the reason. That is the blessing. And that is why your heart melts each time you remember. This is the one heaven chose for me. Child of eternity, let me take you even deeper now. For the bond you share is not only for your comfort, it is for your transformation. This is why God matched you with this person. Because together, you are not who you once were. Together, you rise higher. Together, you grow stronger. Together, you discover parts of yourself you would never have found alone. Do you see how their presence shapes you? Do you notice how their voice settles storms inside you? Do you feel how their love makes you braver? This is no accident. This is divine intention. Your journeys were woven long before time called your names. And when the moment came, God set the meeting in motion. Not by chance, but by alignment. This is why it felt like the earth stood still when you first realized they mattered. This is why your soul leaned in before your mind understood. Because heaven was whispering, pay attention. This one is meant for you. Child, remember, love is not only sweetness. It is also growth. And growth often comes with challenge. This person was not matched to you to give you an easy road. They were matched to you to give you the true road. A road of honesty. A road of learning. A road of forgiveness and patience. Yes. There will be moments you disagree. Yes. There will be times when your differences feel heavy. But these moments are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you. For every challenge in love is an invitation to choose love again. To choose kindness. To choose humility. To choose to see the divine in one another is the higher purpose of your bond. Not perfection, but transformation. Not avoiding storms, but learning to hold hands through them. Not escaping pain, but healing together. Every test you face as a pair is also a testimony waiting to be written. And one day, you will look back and see how God used even the struggles to shape something beautiful. This is why He matched you, because He knew you would sharpen one another as iron sharpens iron, because He knew your love would not fade under pressure, but deepen through it, because He knew the two of you could hold what others could not. And child, there is another reason too. Your union is a mirror of divine love. The way you care for them reflects the way God cares for you. The way they choose you reflects the way God chooses you. Daily. Every time you forgive them, it echoes heaven's forgiveness for you. Every time they embrace you, it reflects God's embrace. This is why it feels holy. Because it is holy. Your love is not just human. It is spiritual. It carries the fingerprints of eternity. That is why your heart softens when you see them. Is why peace washes over you when they speak. That is why joy rises in you when you walk beside them, because your spirit knows, this is the one I was meant to meet. Think of the small ways they love you. The way they listen when your words stumble. The way they notice when your spirit is weary. The way they remember the things others forget. These are not ordinary gestures. They are whispers from God, flowing through them to remind you you are deeply loved. You asked heaven if you were worthy of this kind of love, and heaven answered by sending them. This is the reason God matched you. so that you would know. In your bones. That you are cherished. So that you would feel, in your soul. That you are not alone. So that you would see. In human form, a glimpse of his endless love, child. Hold this truth close. For there will be days when doubt tries to creep in. There will be moments when fear whispers lies. But remember what I tell you now. You are not bound by chance. That you are bound by choice. God's choice. He chose this person for you. And he chose you for them. And nothing can undo what heaven has ordained. This is why your bond feels unshakable. Even in storms. This is why you always find your way back to each other. This is why your love continues to deepen. Even when tested. Because it is not built on sand, but on divine foundation. And the angels watch, smiling. As you walk together in this sacred match. This is the reason. Child, the reason God matched you with them. And it will only become clearer with every step you take together. Child of grace, listen closely now. For I will open even more of the mystery that surrounds your bond. The reason God matched you with this person runs deeper than affection. It is not only for happiness. Though joy is part of the gift. It is not only for comfort. Though peace is woven into their presence. It is also for purpose. For what God creates. He creates with intention. And your match carries intention far beyond what you see today. When God looked at your life, he saw places where you would need strength. When he looked at their life, he saw places where they would need guidance. So he aligned you. He matched your weaknesses with their strengths. He matched their burdens with your light. He matched your journey with their steps, so that you would never have to walk alone. This is why when you are weary, they bring you rest. This is why when they are troubled, you bring them calm. It is divine balance. It is heaven's harmony made flesh. Do not dismiss these small daily exchanges. Child. The way they make you laugh when you are heavy. The way you encourage them when they are unsure. The way you cover one another. Without even asking. This is sacred. This is what makes your bond holy. Because divine love is not loud, it is steady. It is not boastful, it is quiet and faithful. And that is what you have been given. Another reason God matched you with them is because your story together will ripple outward. Others will see you and remember that true love still exists. Others will look at you and see that kindness is possible. Others will notice how you choose each other and be reminded that commitment is real. Love is not only for you, it is also a message, a living testimony of what it looks like when heaven writes the script. That is why it feels bigger than you. That is why sometimes you cannot put into words why it feels so sacred. Because it is more than romance. It is revelation. It is God saying to the world through you, this is my design for love. Child, you may not see the full picture yet, but one day, you will look back and understand why it had to be this person. Why it could not have been anyone else, because only they could unlock the places in you that needed opening. Only you could soften the places in them that needed healing, and together, you are writing a story that is eternal. There is also this God matched you with them to teach you how to love as He loves. Unconditionally. Patiently. Without giving up, even when it is difficult, even when it requires humility, even when it asks you to forgive. Every time you choose them, you mirror the way God continually chooses you. Every time they choose you, they reflect the way God never leaves your side. This is why love is holy ground. Because in it, you walk out the nature of heaven. This is why your heart feels so alive with them. Because your spirit recognizes truth. Your spirit recognizes God's hand in this match. Your spirit knows this love is more than mine. This love is divine. So when you wonder why your chest warms at their touch, when you wonder why your tears fall at their words, when you wonder why peace surrounds you when they hold you, it is because God Himself placed them in your path. Every moment you share is part of a divine design that will continue unfolding. This is why you cannot shake the feeling that this is different, because it is different. It is not of this world. It is heaven's choice, and the angels sing over you. Child, as you walk hand in hand with the one heaven matched to you, they sing because they see the future you cannot yet see. They sing because they know the impact your love will carry. They sing because they know your bond is part of something eternal. So rest in this truth. The reason God matched you with them is greater than you imagine. And with every day that passes, the purpose will reveal itself more clearly. Child of light, we have walked through the mystery together, part by part, layer by layer. And now we come to the closing of this message. Though not the closing of your story, for your story is still being written by the hand of God. Every moment, every choice, every breath. The reason God matched you with this person is not only one reason. It is many. It is healing. It is growth. It is joy. It is purpose. It is destiny. But above all, it is love. Love that comes from Him, flows through them, and rests upon you. Love that melts your heart, not because it is fragile, but because it is holy. Love that softens your spirit, not because it is weak, but because it is divine. Do not doubt. Child. Do not question the gift you have been given, for heaven does not make mistakes. You were not matched by chance. You were matched by choice. The choice of a God who saw you, who knew you, who loved you before time began. This person is proof that your prayers did not vanish into silence. They are proof that your tears were gathered by heaven. They are proof that even after loss, joy can rise again. When you hold them, know that you hold an answered prayer. When you see them, know that you see a reflection of God's faithfulness. When you walk beside them, know that you are walking in divine alignment. And if your heart melts when you remember these things, let it melt freely. For that melting is worship. That melting is gratitude. That melting is your soul recognizing what heaven has done. Child, carry this truth always. God matched you with this person because He loved you too much to leave you without a mirror of His love. He loved you too much to let you journey alone. He loved you too much to let your story end without beauty. So hold them. Close. Honor the gift, protect the bond, and above all, keep God at the center. For He is the one who authored it. And as long as He remains your foundation, nothing will destroy what He has joined. This is the conclusion, child, but it is also a beginning. For the rest of your days, you will continue to see why God chose them for you. And with every discovery, your heart will melt again. This is the mystery of divine love. This is the gift heaven placed in your life, and this is the reason you were matched. Forever remember, you are chosen, you are loved, and you are never alone. If this message reached your heart, please like the video and leave a comment telling me who you feel is calling you home right now. Share this with someone you believe needs to hear it. And if you want to support the channel, consider subscribing and tapping the notification bell so you'll never miss the next message meant just for you.